Welcome back to Bottas Career Mode on F126. Today we're back for episode number 14 in Zandvoort. Oh, would you look at that? We are middle of the pack now. I mean, it's still really close to the other teams, but upgrades are, they're starting to pay off. Speaking of upgrades, I don't think there's much we can do. We only have 400 points. We used them before the season break. So I think we're just gonna have to save them. Okay, well, not really anything important there. Into the weekend we go. So obviously, we are coming off of a huge win in Hungary, our second win of the season. We had absolutely no pace there, but I think the pace will be much stronger around a track like this. We should have a good result here. The car setup is feeling very good so far. The only thing I'm worried about is the tires, because this is a track with a lot of tire wear. And we have definitely had our problems with that this season. So we'll see. Okay, into sprint qualifying we go. I don't think we've scored points in a sprint race yet. Hopefully we can turn that around today. Our first and only lap in sprint qualifying 1. I think it was in the 110s. And that'll put us P12. Perfect. On to Q2. Yeah, not the best lap ever right there. I think that was in the 111s. And yeah, P13. So out in Q2. Well, we got some rain. So 12 laps on the inters is the strategy for the sprint race. Let's see what we can do. Here we go. Parked up at P13.
Okay, nice
have to wait for Mark to shut up.
If you can get good launch as the race starts.
There we go. Okay, gonna look to make some moves off the start here. The 500 lights are coming on. And we are racing for 12 laps around Zandvoort. We got a good start off the line. Gonna look down the inside into turn 1. Really tight to the inside. Still side by side with Albon. Can pull in front. That's Albon back through. Just skidding through the corner. A lot less grip than I thought there'd be. Well, we are still in the points. At least in P8. There's, yeah, really not a lot of grip right now. This, oh, yeah. This is tough. On to lap number 2. The gap ahead has opened up a little bit. After that mistake, we've got someone putting the pressure on down into turn 1. It's Perez on the inside. Gonna try to get a bit of traction. The rear kicks out. That's Perez into the points. We can definitely get him back. The only problem is there's not a lot of good corners to overtake around this track, and especially without traction, it's gonna be tough. You know, Perez is actually looking pretty quick. He was much faster through kind of that back end of sector 2. I don't know how he has the traction. Yeah, he's starting to pull away little by little. Gap is slowly increasing to our teammates. I don't really feel like there's much I can do about it. Oh, someone just spun. Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, it's a yellow flag behind. Oh, there is a big traffic jam back there. Well, we have a huge gap to the cars behind now. But these guys in front are a little bit faster. I think this is going to be a bit of a boring one.
A few inches later.
Well, around the final corner for the final time. That was an absolute snooze fest. We'll have to settle for 9th place. And at least it was our teammate that got the points.
Good points.
P9 for the sprint. Well, so far this season, a wet qualifying session has meant we get a really good result. But we had absolutely no pace in the sprint. So I made a couple of tweaks to the setup that it should give us a bit more balance. We'll see if it's good enough. Okay, first lap in Q1 puts us in 3rd place. Okay. I mean, we'll do another one, but that's a good start. Where are we? So we are P11. Perez is P16. I don't know if we need another lap, but we'll do it anyway.
I'm afraid we've dropped to P22. P22.
Yeah, down to last place. I'm glad I went out for another lap. The dry line has formed, and that means we've got a huge improvement around the final corner with almost 3 seconds on the Delta. And that should definitely get us through. Yeah, 4th place. Awesome. Okay, first lap in Q2 on the old set of inters. 129.4. Again, that puts us in 4th place. All right, well, we're 4th and 5th right now. So again, it's like I don't know if we need another lap, but I'm glad we did it last time, so might as well. Oh, what is that? What are you doing, bro? Okay, well, that's lap over. Dude, the AI are so dumb. Well, luckily, Lance Stroll didn't cost us our ticket into Q3. Our first lap was good enough. First lap of Q3 on the old set of inters is a 120.6. Again, that puts us in 4th place. Well, it seems like no one else really wanted to go out for a second lap. So I'm assuming that means the track is just getting wetter. But we do have a fresh set of tires, so maybe there's a chance we can improve. There we go, around the final corner, 3/10 of improvement up to the line. We'll see if that's enough to place any higher. No. Alright, so that was pointless. Well, we are looking at a 2-stop. 9 laps on the softs, 12 laps on the mediums, and 15 on the hards to finish up the race. The tire wear is going to be pretty brutal, I imagine. So hopefully we can keep it under control, but we are starting in 4th place. So, hopefully we can get a good result. This track is similar to Hungary, where there's not really too many places to overtake. It's pretty easy to defend around here. So we should finish at least in 4th or higher. I'm hoping. Okay, here we go. 4th place on the grid. We're going to try to make some moves right away into the first corner. The 5 lights are on, and we are racing around Zandvoort. We got a good launch up the line. Can definitely look down the inside into turn 1. That's past Antonelli and Lando. So we've only got Verstappen ahead. And right off the bat, we're up onto the podium. That is exactly what I was hoping for. I assume Verstappen is going to be insanely fast, because the AI are always really, really good at their home track. So it's going to be tough to keep up with the Red Bull, but I'm going to try my best. We do have the boost, which is helping, but we're just barely clinging to Verstappen. Just barely within a second. Yeah, Verstappen's starting to slip away just a little bit. Almost 2 seconds is the gap to the Red Bull. This is not going to help. That's Antonelli on the outside. Can cover that off pretty easily. Yeah, I think Verstappen's pretty much already gone. He's 3 seconds up the road. So I think it's time to stop chasing Verstappen and start focusing on saving the tires. But luckily, the cars behind haven't really gone for any moves. All right, well, the pit window is open, so we'll switch on to the mediums at the end of lap 9. Oh, that might be, yeah, that's wide through there. And that's Antonelli on the outside. Side by side with the Mercedes, going to be drag racing down into the next corner. We'll have the outside, which will turn to the inside for the next left. We can keep P2. Okay, not the worst first stint ever. Into the pit lane we go. We can at least stay in second place. What is the tire wear like? Yeah, 72. Here are the mustache mechanics. On to the mediums we go. Good stop from the team. That'll be us coming out in dead last. The only car to pit. So it's going to be a bit of an undercut. There's everyone else. So that's our first batch of people in the pit lane. That'll get us up to P14. We've got Bortoletto up ahead. It is pretty important that we get past quickly. Come on. I might even try something here. We should have way more grip on these mediums. Up the inside we go. Perfect. We needed to get past. There we go. That's everyone else. So up to 4th place. Obviously Verstappen ahead. And I think both the Ferraris have stayed out. I just realized I forgot to take fuel out of the car. That's that's probably not helping. Hamilton is going to be very slow on these hards. We reeled him in for the last couple laps. And we should have the boost mode now. So we're going to dump the battery and go for a move while we have a chance into turn 1. I don't want to get held up behind a car on slower tires. Into turn 1 we go. That's back up to second place. And that will be the pit window open on this lap to switch on to the hards. But this has been a very easy race so far. I mean, Lando's close behind, but he hasn't tried anything. Into the pit lane we go for the final time this race. Mediums were dying. Yeah, 77%. Oh my god. Here are the mustache mechanics once again. On to the hards we go. Very good stop from the team. They've been really good all season long. But that puts us down in P11. We've got some traffic exiting the pit lane. It's Behrman ahead. Gonna try to go around the outside. Just put the power down as soon as possible. We have way more traction on brand new tires. We can get that done pretty quickly. Passing people in the pit lane once again. That'll get us up to 4th place. Yeah, the Ferraris are staying out again. Oh! Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie, this race has been kind of more on the boring side. We haven't really seen anyone try a move to get up to second place. Kind of just chilling. On to lap 27. Russell is finally catching up, 3/10 behind. So maybe we can finally get some excitement. Maybe do a bit of racing. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a bit wide through there. That's Russell on the outside now. Side by side with the Mercedes, barely staying on the track. That's Piastri looking to make it 3 wide. We can cover it off for now. Well, it looks like these guys are finally gonna try to go for some moves. We might have another move from Russell coming down into turn 1. He's looking up the inside. Just barely a bit too far back. Try to make it work. I think we're gonna see another move from the Mercedes here. We're gonna give him the inside. Should be nice and easy to defend. Again, staying in second place. This section of the track is where we're a bit weak. We're faster sector 1, but I'm just not finding the amount of grip that the AI are getting, especially around this corner. The good thing is, I don't think the AI deploy the battery until they get really onto the straight. They don't deploy it through that banked right-hander. So it gives us a bit of a boost, and they're not able to reach us by the time we get to turn 1. We're gonna see another move from Russell here, again on the inside. And again, we can cover it off. Well, the race is starting to wind down. There's only a handful of laps to go. We've got a handful of cars behind, but no one has been even close to making something stick. I mean, this section is the only place we're seeing moves. I mean, we're getting, yeah, bad exits out of that corner, but you can just defend so easily into this chicane. And then as long as you have battery for the straight, there's really no opportunity for them. I think Russell is going to be close enough to try it again. There he goes up the inside. And just over and over, we can shut that down. I mean, it's... you got to try something new. Well, the tires are not looking great. Definitely losing a bit of rotation, but still really in control here. Around the final corner and onto the final lap. Verstappen is long gone, but there's still a very good chance for second place. Just need to keep it together. Yeah, all these cars behind have been sticking very close to us for quite a while. They got one more chance. All we need is a good exit out of this corner. You're gonna put the power down as soon as possible. Use all the battery down this straight. That should be enough to stay well ahead of the Mercedes. And that should pretty much wrap this one up. He's not gonna be close enough to beat us to the line. So around the final couple of corners we go. We had the pace this time around. This will be a second place finish in Zandvoort.
Yes,
Two
mate,
podiums in a row.
Really happy with the podium down here, so
That
well
is
done.
unreal.
Yes.
Dare I say, we might be fighting in the big leagues now. I don't know. Well, that wasn't the most exciting race. We pretty much just had the pace to stay in front. Verstappen ran away, as I would expect. But, I mean, a second place finish, that was a satisfying one. We now have 106 points in the Drivers' Championship, and our teammate has 2. So it's safe to say we are carrying Cadillac right now. Oh, we won the rivalry too. We beat Hatchar. Look at it. What is this, like, emote? It's like, what is that? Damn, that was a lot. Damn, we get a lot of like stats from this race. That's oh my god, dude! It keeps going up. What? So that is 12 points finishes in a row, and 3 podiums in the last 5 races, including 2 wins. I mean, what are we talking about here? Well, I was expecting to have some pace around that track. I didn't expect it would be that much. But yeah, another second place finish, another podium. So maybe we finally have the car to start fighting the top teams. We've got Monza up next. We do have a very good power unit. So maybe good results there too. I guess we'll find out.